Good morning, happy Monday. It is 8:26 a.m. I'm about to have my breakfast. I did not grocery shop on the weekend. This is becoming a new and horrible trend. So I have no fruit for my oatmeal, which is fine. Just sort of a, oh boy, where's this week going if I haven't grocery shopped yet kind of a moment for me. I have a cup of tea with a splash of milk in it. My regular workday oatmeal, so half a cup of oats for 3 Weight Watcher points, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar for 3 Weight Watcher points, 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter for 1 Weight Watcher points, so 7 points total. It's 3:15 in the afternoon on Monday. I'm about to head into a physio appointment. I'm just in the parkade right now. I'm really hungry, so I brought a Fiber One bar along with me, and I hopefully have just enough time to eat it before I head in. It's 5:10 in the evening on Monday, and I'm about to have some dinner. I actually did not make a meal plan for this week yet, so I just went for something really easy, which is soup. This is the Campbell's Chunky Butter Chicken and Vegetable Soup. There's your ingredients. Nutritional information. So for 1 cup, it's 7 Weight Watcher points. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it's supposed to be all like full of chunks and stuff, and I'd say that it lived up to its name. And I also have on the side 2 pieces of bread that I put margarine on, just because I firmly believe that soup and buttered bread go very well together. And then I have a cup of tea in the background. Good morning. It is 8:10 a.m. on Tuesday. I'm about to have breakfast. It is the same as every workday. I swear I could just repeat the same footage and you wouldn't even know, except that I change my bowl and my cup every day. So I have a cup of tea with a splash of milk, and then I have half a cup of oats for 3 Weight Watcher points, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar for 3 Weight Watcher points, and 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter for 1 point, so a total of 7 points for my breakfast. It's 1:40 in the afternoon on Tuesday. I keep thinking it's Wednesday. I don't know why. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. I have a doctor's appointment after work today, and I'm not going to have time when I finish work to have a snack before I have to leave and get to the appointment. So I'm going to have a Fiber One bar now while I'm still technically on the clock as my get me through my appointment snack. This will hopefully stop me from going to the little cafe that is near my doctor's office and getting a really big slice of cheesecake. It's 5:30 in the evening on Tuesday. I'm about to have my dinner. So I was wrong. The Trader Joe's orange chicken, the really big bag, it does come with 2 sauce packages. The second one dropped out when I was pouring the chicken out today. So exciting. However, the first one, I didn't use all of the sauce because I thought it was the only package. And so I had an open, I had poured it into a little container and I had it in the fridge. So I was all, I gotta have the chicken tonight because I need to use it before the sauce has been open for too long. Hence the ginger chicken tonight. And you will notice it is a very large portion. I thought I had sort of evenly distributed the bag into 2 portions. I did not. So this one has definitely more than the last one. I did remember this time though, once it was done cooking, I put the chicken in a bowl and poured the sauce on it and then kind of mixed it all up inside of the bowl. So at least it's more evenly distributed for the sauce. And then I tried again with vegetables in the convection oven for sort of roasting them. Just did a big mixture of them from a frozen bag of veg. I put a little drizzle of oil and then some of the 21 seasoning spice, I don't know what to call it really, from Trader Joe's. I haven't tried them yet, so I don't know if they've turned out okay or not. I have more hope for some of these because they're sort of a harder vegetable, so like the carrot and like the squash and stuff. I don't know if that's squash, whatever that is. But maybe the soft ones won't do as well. I don't know. I should really read a recipe on how to actually roast vegetables so I get an idea of what I'm doing. This is my dinner. Hey everybody, it is 3:20 in the afternoon on Wednesday and I'm about to have my dinner. So I don't like overcrowding my plate if I can help it, so I've put my toast on a second plate. More dishes for me, but it just means that it doesn't get soggy from touching other things. My main course, I guess you could say, is an omelet with dill and chili pepper flakes, as well as some cheese in the middle all melted with some Kewpie mayo on top. 2 slices of turkey bacon for 3 Weight Watcher points. The vegetables are 0. I realized when I do these breakfast for dinner things, I almost never include a veg or a fruit, and I'm completely skipping a food group. So veggies. The omelet is 2 points for the cheese, nothing for the egg. I only put a splash of milk in for the mix, and I don't have points with the Kewpie mayo. The bottle doesn't have nutritional information, and I never measure it out. I just do a little squiggle like that. And then my toast over there, my particular brand of white bread, 2 slices, is 4 points. It's 8:10 in the morning on Thursday, and you really are looking at my breakfast. So I ran out of oats, and I knew that I was going to, and I had intended to go grocery shopping yesterday after work, but it didn't happen. And then this morning came, and I realized, like, oh, I don't have breakfast, because I don't have breakfast foods generally unless I'm going to cook something. Like, I don't have like a box of cereal on hand, or I have a tiny bit of granola left, not enough for like a meal. I did think about doing like the smidge bare little tiny portion of oats I have left, and a little bit of granola, and maybe a piece of toast, like a real hodgepodge kind of a thing. And maybe I should have, but while I was working, I was also trying to think, like, what am I going to do for breakfast? Because I hate taking time during the workday to actually like make a meal. It's why I do oatmeal. It's super fast and easy. I can get it all put together as well as a cup of tea within like my 15-minute break. I just don't like taking time away from sitting and working, even though I do have breaks and I am legally allowed to take them. But for whatever reason, my brain was like, grilled cheese sandwich, and I couldn't get it off the brain. I almost thought about doing pancakes and just being very extravagant for a workday breakfast, but no, the brain really wanted the grilled cheese sandwich. So it's 2 pieces of bread for 4 points. I have 1 slice of cheese in there for 2 points, and then to give it a little bit of protein, that thing you see sticking out there is actually the edge of an egg. I cooked an egg over easy, made sure that the yolk is like not very runny anymore, which pains me because I prefer a runny yolk, but I need the sandwich to not be messy. So I've got an egg in there along with the cheese. I figured if I'm doing it, I might as well pop an egg in and get the protein. So a grilled cheese sandwich and a cup of tea for my very odd workday breakfast. It's 5 in the evening on Thursday, and I'm about to sit down and have my dinner. I did go grocery shopping when I finished work, which is where this salad kit miraculously appeared from. I'll put the grocery haul up soon, probably before the what I ate this week video, so you'll already know that it exists. Yeah, so it's the Taylor Farms chopped salad kit, everything but the bagel. They don't quite call it that, but we all know that's what it is. I just wanted to show you also in the background, I don't use all of the toppings. I did use all of the seasoning, the everything but the bagel seasoning that comes with it, but that's the leftover dressing and the leftover like little mini toasted bagel things. I love that they give so much for the toppings, and I wouldn't want them to put less, but I quite often don't use them all necessarily. I will sometimes bring the little bagel toasty things with me when I sit down to eat, because once I mix up the salad, I'll eventually, you know, like you make your way through all of them, and I might add in a couple more for the last couple bites, but not always, and I'm not decided about that yet today. But yeah, so this is my dinner. It will be lovely. That grilled cheese sandwich that I had for breakfast really held me over a very long time, to the point that I'm now wondering if that should become like a thing I do, because it was really easy to do, and I wasn't hungry the rest of my shift, and I wasn't hungry through like getting ready to go out and then going to the grocery store and coming home. Like it did such a good job. It held me off way longer than the oatmeal. So something to think about, at least for days when I maybe have appointments after work or something. But for now, I am just going to enjoy the salad kit, cannot talk, the salad kit that was on a very good sale. I'm going to put a splash of milk in my tea. I was going to open up the dinner buns that you see back there and have one with the salad, and I might have one in the evening as like a snack, but I do find that the salad kits on their own, because I'm eating the whole thing, they are quite filling, so I didn't want to put the bun together in case I don't actually need it. If I'm still hungry after I finish eating, and like a half an hour after I finish eating, then I will have one, but not prior. So you'll know when I know if I'm having one. But for now, the plan is just a salad. It's 8:14 in the morning on Friday. We're at the end of our work week, and I'm about to have breakfast, and your eyes do not deceive you. I have made another grilled cheese sandwich. Now, I did go grocery shopping yesterday after work. I did buy a bag of oats. I could 100% have made my oatmeal today, my usual workday breakfast. But something about that grilled cheese yesterday was like a game changer. It was so good. It filled me up way longer than the oatmeal usually does, and it's roughly the same amount of points. And so this morning when I was working, and I start at 6 and I don't eat until you see, like usually somewhere between 8 and 9. And I was kind of like, what am I going to have for breakfast today? It's never usually a question. It's always oatmeal. But my brain kept being like, you could do the grilled cheese sandwich again. You could, you could, you could. So I totally did. So it is a grilled cheese sandwich with one slice of cheese on the inside, as well as an over easy egg that I purposely popped the yolk on, but didn't overcook it so that it won't be a runny mess when I'm eating it. I prefer a runny yolk, but when I'm eating this, I'm going to be back at my desk working, and so I don't want to have to get up again to like wash egg yolk off me, you know? So grilled cheese sandwich for breakfast. I have a cup of tea. I added the milk, but have not taken out the tea bag yet, so that's what that weird floaty thing is. And yeah, welcome to Friday. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, and I'm about to have my dinner. I'm a little bit rushed. I have a physio appointment, but it's not until a later time than normal for me, so I have enough time to have dinner. I feel a little bit rushed about it for some reason. So I have a cup of tea steeping I need to put some milk into, and I'm having the last of my Trader Joe's squiggly knife cut noodles. It is, I don't know, it's like ramen, but not. And it has a spicy garlic sesame sauce, except it's not spicy at all, so don't worry about that. I kept the package since it will be the last time that you see it on my channel, in case you are interested in them. I'm actually I'm quite happy that I'm having the last one, just because it's one more thing out of my pantry. And as I say, I think on every version of one of these videos, at some point I'm really working on like eating through the items in my pantry and in my freezer and in my fridge, and every time I clear something out, it feels really nice. Which brings me to the actual created dish. So obviously the noodles with the sauce that came in and everything is in there. I put in, it's maybe like a third of a bag of frozen vegetables. It was what I had left in one of the bags. I don't measure vegetables, I just eyeball them because there's 0 points on Weight Watchers, so the more the merrier. But there is a veggie to noodle ratio you have to keep in mind. And you may be spotting in this bowl a cut up hot dog, and you are right. And I am aware that I could be arrested for crimes against a noodle dish, but I have 2 hot dog wieners, all beef ones, in my freezer. I need to get them out of there. I just haven't been using them, and this dish needed protein. So I took one and cooked it and cut it up and put it in with the noodles, and it really does feel like a crime, but it means I'm 1 more hot dog wiener down, so I only have 1 left, and I finished the noodle package, and it's giving me a nice quick dinner to have, so I still have time before I leave for my physio appointment. So all in all, it will work out, and I will probably never put a hot dog in one of these ever again, just because of how wrong it feels. But here is my Friday night dinner. I can't remember if I already said it or not. Cup of tea. I will put a splash of milk in there. And yeah, should be good. It's 2:45 in the afternoon on Sunday, and I'm about to sit down to have my first meal of the day. I don't have any footage from yesterday. I feel so bad. I went for brunch with a friend, and then I had a potluck with my team for dinner, and I forgot to get footage of either one of them. So I'll put up on screen after this clip sort of like a list of everything that I ate, and I have no video footage of it. I'm so sorry. But for today, for Sunday, this is my first meal of the day. I took inspiration from one of the things that was at the potluck yesterday. Somebody brought in homemade chili and those little Hawaiian buns, and you could do like a little chili slider, and they were amazing. So I've made my own version. I used 2 of the dinner buns from Safeway. I made a cheese omelet, and the seasoning is dill and the 21 Salute seasoning from Trader Joe's. And there's a little bit of Miracle Whip on there, the calorie wise from Kraft. And then the remainder of the omelet is mixed in with just a medley of vegetables right there. So this will be my first meal of the day, and I have absolutely no inspiration for dinner right now, so we'll see what happens then. It's 7:18 in the evening on Sunday, and I'm about to have 2 little leftovers from the potluck last night. My friend made these. They're little spanakopita's, or spanakopita's, some people call them. I grew up, I can't talk, I grew up calling them spanakopita, and then I've heard over the past couple years people pronouncing the pita part of that word differently. And I don't know what's the right way to call them now, but these, she made them. They're adorable. Like, are they not just absolutely great? I'm so amazed by what people can cook. So I actually got sent home with 4 of them. I'm gonna do 2 of them tomorrow in the convection oven with a couple other items to make like a little medley dinner. Tonight, I'm not actually all that hungry. I just feel I should eat something now before it gets too late. So I put 2 of these in the air fryer to bring them back up to heat and to keep them crunchy. And I'm gonna have a cup of tea and some water with them.